Winter arc. What is it and why should you care? So what the heck is winter arc? Well, it's basically a block of 12 weeks starting from October 1st and then ending January 1st. And it's a way to get a hold of yourself and your goals before the new year, before the whole New Year's resolution thing takes place. And you see all these people sign up for the gym, and now the gym is packed from January 1st to maybe January 31st. So it's just a way to really assess where you're at and to break it down into smaller increments and to not get complacent this winter. I feel like winter is a time where people kind of let go of themselves, or they go into hibernation mode, or they aren't as stringent on their goals. But this is really a time that we can use to get ahead of the future, ahead of our future selves, really pushing into the next year. And you don't have to wait. January 1st is such an arbitrary number that people just think, oh, well, maybe, then I'll do it someday or tomorrow. Tomorrow's not going to come because we are creatures of habit, and it's until we make the intention and set our goal and actually take steps towards doing that goal is when we'll see the change. So if you've never heard of winter arc, I hadn't either until this year, and you're not late. Even if you're watching this in November, December, you can still take a block of 12 weeks and really just break up your year into these little increments, because our human minds can't really wrap our head around an entire year. Like if you think back to January 1st of 2024, do you really remember what your goal was? And did you actually follow through with it? So the first thing we're gonna do is create a vision board. So go on Pinterest, or you can Google images and just create a board of what you want your future life to look like. What do you want your body to look like? What do you want your mind to be full of? What do you want your space to be like? You can go save these images on your phone, and then there's a way that you can actually make it alternate your wallpaper and your background. Print your pictures out, put them everywhere, look at your Pinterest every day, look at your board, and really just get yourself into the mindset of that is going to be my life and that is going to be my future. As much as I think winter arc is about motivation and making yourself a better person, it's about slowing down and looking at the amazing things around you as well. I'm on my way to work and taking 5 minutes to look at the beautiful sunrise. It's a good way to start your day. And you can't really have a good challenge without some journaling prompts to get you started. You're gonna write down, answer all of these questions to the best of your ability, and then at the end of your 12 weeks, kind of go back and see, what did you hit, what did you not hit, did you actually follow through with any of these? So number one is, what are my short-term and long-term goals? Short-term can be within the next week, within the next month, at the end of these 12 weeks, or it can be tomorrow. Is it just to wake up early enough to go to the gym before work? Your long-term goals is more projected in the future, so year, 2 year, 5 year goals. Number two, what brings me joy and fulfillment? So this is when you kind of drop into your happy place. You can write down what brings you the most joy, what fills your cup. Number three is, what kind of life do I want to live? Where do I want to live? Do I want to be by the beach and wake up and hear the ocean? Do I want to be in the city where there's a coffee shop and I'm living right above it? Like, what do you want your dream life to look like? And number four is, what steps can you take today to move closer to your dreams? And we're going to go more into depth on that. And then number five is, what toxic behaviors or relationships do I need to let go of? It's not just like a 12-week challenge to see how far you can go. It's also a challenge to really just remove anything from your life that's not serving you anymore. And this includes clothes or clutter, people. Yes, people, friendships, that friend you've been wanting to cut off because they're just so negative all the time and they just drag you down. Now is the time to do it. Okay, so during these 12 weeks, we're going to break it down into 4 different sections. We're going to do something for our mind, something for our body, something for our spirit, and then work on our passion project. We're going to set a schedule hour by hour every day what we want to time block. I'll link the template down below, but I encourage you to print one of these out and get your pretty pencils out or your highlighters and color in each hour what you want to be doing. So if you have, if you work 40 or 50 hours a week, I get it, I do too. You're gonna block that time out and dedicate just to work. But what about all the other hours? What are you doing in the morning when you wake up? What are you doing at night before you go to bed? Those are the hours I'm talking about that we can really hone in on here for the next 12 weeks. Number one is our mind. We're going to read 10 pages of a self-development book per day. And yeah, it's pretty similar to 75 Hard, but I want to make known that it's not 75 Hard, and we're not just like going all in, doing something that's not sustainable. We're trying to make healthy habits for us to implement and to carry into the new year and hopefully in 2025. So pick up a book, read 10 pages a day, and get your mind set on something else higher than your own problems. 2, we're gonna do something for our body. So there's 2 types of things that we can do. So number 1 is pick something physically, like movement each day. It doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes of stretching or if you're doing 10 push-ups, or if you want to go to the gym and go a little more intense with it. Do something for your body that is physical. I realized I didn't bring socks. Shit. I guess we're wearing our socks that we worked in all day. My Christmas socks. Cute. I'm not there to look good or pretty or to match. I'm there to get a workout in and get on with my day. Second thing is to pick something that's going to benefit you internally. And what I mean by this is, are you wanting to be more diligent with your supplement intake? Are you wanting to floss better? Are you wanting to try dry brushing? Like, do something that's going to benefit you long term and something that's small but you can implement into your everyday life. 3, we're focusing on our spirit. So I'm gonna be diving into my devotional daily every morning when I wake up to get some time with God. But whether it be prayer or connection with God, I'm gonna do that every day. And you can choose a time, 5, 10, 20 minutes, doesn't matter, but as long as you're creating the habit of doing it daily. Number 4, passion project. I don't see a lot of people talk about this, but there's that thing, that desire inside of you that you know what I'm talking about, that you've been wanting to do, whether it's write that book or learn how to skateboard or learn a different language. There's something that you have in your mind right now when I say passion project that you just haven't set the time aside for. I want you to work on that 20 to 30 minutes every single day. Whether it be in the morning, you have to wake up earlier, or right when you get off work, or right before bed, you're going to devote 20 to 30 minutes. Just deep dive, get some deep work done into that specific passion project. And you would be amazed by just those small blocks per day, how far you'll get at the end of this winter arc. A lot of my action was inspired by this book, The 12-Week Year, How to Get More Done in 12 Weeks Than Most People Get Done in an Entire Year. And I would highly recommend. It explains how the human mind works as far as setting short-term goals and actually meeting those goals. The 12-week year is a game changer. Okay, now we're gonna declutter and purge and get rid of everything that does not bring us joy. And when I say this, I don't mean like go completely get rid of your entire closet and then only have like 3 things to wear. You don't have to be a minimalist. Go through your closet, get rid of things that you haven't worn in the last year or you don't foresee yourself wearing, and get rid of the stuff around the house that's just extra. Relationship-wise as well, don't take this the wrong way. I don't mean put out every single person in your life that is having a hard time or that, maybe they're just going through a little bit of a rough patch. I mean the people that actually have brought you down for the last, who knows how long, and you just don't have positive interactions with them. You don't have to be friends. You're not obligated. We are adults here. And the reality is, if you have like 2 or 3 really good ride or die friends, like that is all that you need in this life. Extra like acquaintance and like trying to appease this person and then make plans with this person because you feel obligated to. No more of that, because it's taking away from your free time to work on your passion project or to really hone in on your abilities, your skills, your goals. So we're gonna cut all of that off, and we're gonna be selfish, which I don't think it's selfish, but people think that it's selfish if you are just kind of aware of your time. And you can choose to do this before bed or in the morning when you wake up, but I like to do it before bed. We're gonna brain dump in our journal. So if you don't have a journal, definitely grab one. But this helps us just get everything out from our day in our head onto paper, decluttering our brain. So 10 minutes before you go to bed, just take a journal, put on some music, put on your timer, and just write whatever comes to your hand. On the weekends, this is a really good time to get ahead and to really focus on our winter arc and coming out January 1st or even February to our best self. On the weekends, I heard this beautiful quote. It's, don't use the weekends to run away from your life. Use the weekends to do the things that will get you closer to the life that you want to live. That's all I got. I'm in the pit with you guys. I'm in the trenches with you, and that if you want to make a change, it's up to you. So go out there, get after it, and hopefully I will see you on the other side.